Okay, so we're going to talk about Blueberry's collars and her commands. So we're going to start with the remote collar. So I encourage that she wears this every day. So you put it on in the morning and then you take it off at night. She can wear it up to 10 to 12 hours a day, as long as she doesn't get wet. So if there's moisture that goes in between the collar and Blueberry's skin, what could happen is it could build a bacteria and create a skin infection. So you want to make sure if she gets wet while wearing this collar that you take it off and allow her skin to dry thoroughly, and then you can put the collar back on her. The reason we use this is to have off-leash communication with Blueberry if we need it. So what we're going to do is turn this collar on, and we have this little red dot. It's not a button, it's a magnet. The key to the magnet is actually on the remote on the side that has the antenna. So you look to the side and you see that little red dot. You're going to touch the two together, see a green light, and that means it's on and charged. So it'll flash green every few seconds to let you know, hey, I'm on, ready to go, charged up. The same way at night you turn it off, so you can touch the two together and you'll see a red light and it is shut off. So this can last a couple days on a charge. The charging port is underneath here, right there. And you want to make sure this little tab is closed all the way. That way water doesn't get in there and ruin the electronics. Same thing with the remote on the back side here. That's where the charging port is, and I'll show you the charger here in a second. So first thing in the morning, we turn this on, good to go, and then we put it on Blueberry, so it can be anywhere underneath. I suggest having the light face out, so when she's looking at you, you can make sure that it's flashing green and that it's charged. If it starts flashing orange or red, that means the battery is dying and you're gonna wanna charge it. Again, I'd say about 2 days, 3 days on a charge maybe. And then this, we have the bungee strap, makes it really easy to clip on. And this allows breathing room, so it's not gonna be too tight. When it is on Blueberry, it does have to be snug, allowing only 2 fingers in between the collar and Blueberry's neck, because the contact points right here need to make good connection with her skin. So it does need to be pretty snug on her. So she's got this on, she's ready to go. Now, how to turn on the remote. So on the back side here, we have the big button in the middle. You're going to push and hold that, and then you're gonna see the screen light up. So she is at level 15 out of 100. That's on the little bit of the lower end. I just noticed throughout training she got a little bit more sensitive, so we turned her level down a little bit. She was originally at 20 to 25 depending on if we were outside or inside, and now she's at level 15, and that seems to be plenty for her indoors or outdoors. So what you're going to see on your screen is the number 15 and the letter M and 1D. Just to make sure, hopefully you can see that. So what that means is the button's over here. This black S button is going to be the primary button that you use. So if I'm Blueberry, you're going to ask her to do a command. Let's say, for example, heel, walk next to me, and you're passing a dog. If she starts to get excited and pull ahead, you're going to say no, push the black S button, and I can feel that. It's a little bit uncomfortable, but not unbearable. You're going to, again, say no, heel. So you say no, you give the correction, you repeat the command. No, heel. No, heel. And that's all it is. It's just communicating to her that, hey, you're not listening to the command given. I told you to heel, which means walk next to me, and instead you've decided to try and walk ahead or pull or anything like that. Same thing with all of her commands. Sit, down, lay down, leave it, come, place. So all of the commands, it's the same order. If she breaks the command or doesn't do the command, it's no, give the correction. Goodness, they're excited. So we're gonna put this on hold for a second and go over what's in the box. We have her charger. You can charge both at the same time. And then we have her extra strap here. So this is if her bungee breaks or anything like that, you have this extra strap you can use. In the bottom, we have the instruction manual in case you want to go over the buttons in greater detail. Let me put this off to the side. Okay, so back to the remote. We have the red S button right here. So that is going to boost plus 20. So it's actually going to change her correction level from 15 to 35. I have not needed this for her in any scenario, but it is a little bit more uncomfortable. So you push, let's say an emergency happens, she gets off leash and she's darting down the road in level 15. She's tuned it out so you can go to 35, and that actually made my thumb twitch. So I'll do it again, and you can see the twitch of my thumb. The reason for that is it's an electric muscle stimulator, so it's going to stimulate the muscle and it makes it twitch a little bit. So you might see when you correct Blueberry on 15, her neck does a little twitch because it's an electric muscle stimulator. It contracts the muscle. Again, I have not needed this, but it's better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it. Again, it goes from 15 to 35 with a push of a button. The reason we have the boost is because when dogs are aroused, their discomfort tolerance goes up with it. And then we have her slip collar. So if the watch is the remote, it's up high on her neck. The slip collar goes just above it. And this is to help guide her when you have her on leash, like in the store. If she starts to pull ahead, you can just give it a quick pop and tell her where she needs to be. So this is more of a guiding tool. And then back to the remote, on the back we have the big L button, which instead of pushing and holding to turn the remote off, it can turn into a flashlight. So if you tap it a couple times, she can light up so you can see her at night. 1, 2, 3. The dial here is to change the intensity of the level. I have it locked. If you want to unlock it, you push down and hold it, it unlocks. You can change it, push down and hold it, it locks again. This little button on the back, you are not going to need unless you see a letter C on here. If you see a letter C on the screen, you will push and hold that M/C button until that goes away. And that is it for the remote collar. So I will turn it off, push and hold it. That shuts off the remote. Then I can tap these two together, shuts that off. This does reach up to a half mile. I've never had Blueberry that far away, but you have that if you want it. So now we're going to show you Blueberry's commands. Heel. Good heel. Good girl. Come on. Good heel. Good girl. Sit. Blueberry, sit. Good girl. Sit. Sit. Good girl. Heel. Good girl. Sit. Blueberry, sit. Good girl. Good job. Good girl. Heel. Good girl. Good job. Good girl. Good girl. Sit. 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 I gotta get your leash. Good girl. Bree, heel. Good girl. Good girl. heel. Good girl. Good job. Good girl, Blueberry. Good girl. Good girl. Down. Good girl. Down. 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 Free. Good girl. Lead it. Good girl. Okay. Okay. Hey, do this one. Leave it. Okay. Okay. You can get it. Good girl. Leave it. Good girl. Okay. Good girl. Break. Okay. Good girl. We do. Leave it. Good girl. Okay. Place. 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 Good girl. Place. Place. Oh. Place. No, he can't. Place. Ooh. Place. Free.